Hi everyone, it's Brett. There's nothing like a peaceful swim up a waterfall. Oh no, what is going on? This is not how waterfall swimming is supposed to work. How is this happening? Link has lost control. He's probably stuck in an infinite loop forever. Oh, never mind. Anyway, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a game that exists. With this in mind, I thought I would give some thoughts on the game. One of the coolest things of this game has to be the Sky Islands. The first Sky Islands that are encountered include one massive island, which is amazing. This part of the game is very well done. There's also some pretty interesting islands and bunches of islands that can be found across the sky. The ruins, enemies, and color palette really make the sky a cool place to explore. I do think that a lot of the time, the Sky Islands can be kind of small and there can be massive empty spaces of sky between them. So there wasn't a whole bunch of Sky Islands. I would have liked more scattered throughout. Still though, overall, the Sky Islands are very fun and creative. So Link has gained some new abilities. There's Ultra Hand. This is like Magnesis from Breath of the Wild, but on steroids. Link can move so much more stuff than just metal now. Like rocks and wood. It's cooler than it sounds. There's a lot of creative potential with this power since things can be stuck together. This gel is what makes objects stick together. Or maybe it's glue. Or toothpaste. Or gum. I don't know. Anyway, being able to build things is cool. There's the fuse ability. Sticking stuff onto weapons and other things is a creative concept. However, I don't like how some of the fuses look on weapons. I feel like I shouldn't though, and just appreciate the fact that I get to see a rock on a sword. Fuse is a neat and quite silly concept. There's Ascend, which is cool. Going up solid surfaces is a great convenience, but sometimes I want a fast forward button. There's Recall that lets Link manipulate time by sending objects back to the past, I guess. This is a satisfying move to use. This move can't reverse Link himself out of a bad situation, sadly. I was able to create a technique with these abilities, except for the fuse one. I call it the Ultra Time Reverse Ascend Triple Combo. I think it sounds cooler than it looks. The skydiving is super awesome. Going down to a reused map from the sky is a really great way to experience the world of Breath of the Wild in a different way. Falling down from incredible heights is very well done in my opinion. As I mentioned, the game has a reused map. Now, this being a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, it makes sense to me to have the same map. I was hoping for a lot of different things and big changes to the world. It didn't change too much, though. Sure, there are some things that fell from the sky, and there were some other neat ways the world changed, but it's mostly the same in many areas. I was thinking there could have been other bits of land in the sky like Hyrule Castle that would make the terrain different on land, or big chunks of land from the sky falling on random places on the map. I will say, I still had fun on the map as it is. There are caves in the overworld, and they are really cool. They're fun to go through, and there can be waterfalls and other stuff. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. I like standing on stone that falls. What's better than the satisfaction of unintentional destruction? One thing that stuck out to me, or I guess didn't stick out to me, was the fact that the divine beasts, the big behemoths from the previous game, were nowhere to be found, and that goes for the shrines and Sheikah Towers as well. Now, the shrines and towers disappearing makes sense to me. They must have just gone back underground, but the divine beasts disappearing is a bit unbelievable for me. Now, I get that these things went away because the developers wouldn't want to have these giant points of interest that have already been used in Breath of the Wild. It would have just been a waste of the player's time if nothing changes about it. I get that. I would have really liked to have an explanation for why these ancient machines are gone, though. Maybe there is some obscure explanation that I haven't found in the game, but I doubt it. So I guess I'll just have to speculate. And I'm thinking that someone decided that they were just taking up too much space and decided to dump them in the ocean. Oh, also all the Guardians must have been dropped in there as well. Except this guy, and maybe a few more I didn't notice. There's Shrines of Light. They look more like Rocks of Swirls to me. Anyway, the puzzles packed in these things are pretty good and fun most of the time. I really like the pebble or sand floor. I think it's very nice. Also, there's a neat pattern. This game looked to be darker than Breath of the Wild from some of the marketing, but after playing it, I really don't think it was that dark. Wait, what's this? Oh, what? That's dark. That's super dark. What in the world? It's so dark. I think I'm going blind. Okay, I take it back. This is probably one of the darkest Zelda games of all time. The Depths is a brand new place in Hyrule. Under Hyrule. This blew me away the first time I found it, and it's a massive place. There's tough monsters and special items, which is fine, There's also some fun ways to light up the place. I think some things that I would have liked down here were lots of types of bridges, big and small, and more ancient buildings. Now, stuff like this does appear, but it looks kind of repetitive in structure most of the time. I think more structures would have really made areas of the depths stand out more because it all kind of blends together most of the time, feeling sort of dull to me visually. Now, I would have liked more, but it's still pretty intriguing to explore. I was kind of critical of the whole world, not because it's bad, I think it's good. There's just some missed potential in my opinion. Koroks are back from the first game. This surprised me. I thought the developers would have moved on from these guys, but when you have all the baseline work done, why not just use them again, I guess? I'm just getting a little tired of the same process. There are Koroks with backpacks now, so it's not all the same. These guys lost their friend and keep asking Link to help them because they are lazy and weak. It was fun to take these guys back, but sometimes I did not want to go the distance. Why would I always want to go kill time going super far away? It's like, I can't think of an analogy, so I'll just say it's not fun sometimes. Maybe I should just use you backpackers as bowling balls or something. Instead of ending off with another random thought on the game, I just want to remember the times that Link met his demise due to my mistakes. Okay, that one wasn't my fault though.